Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you're having a good weekend. I certainly am. So, last week we finished Cana, and I am working on getting those streams cut down and edited out for the series on YouTube. But that leaves an opening for us to start something new. And I think that new thing is going to be GreedFall. As you see on your screen right now, we are in the main menu. I have loaded the game up once before, tweaked some of the options just to make sure things were as we would want them with subtitles and whatnot. But I have not started the game. I know nothing about this game. I have not played any of this developer's games before. I have not looked into this game much at all. I saw one trailer on the PlayStation Store and decided to pick it up. So we are going in completely blind. So with that said, expect plenty of derpage and fail. But we all know you guys love some derpage and fail. So all the better to have some fun. So let's start a new game. And the first big decision we have to make is of course, as always, difficulty. I have no idea how difficult this game is. So in those cases, as always, the difficulty mode I'll be taking is normal. We'll play for a little while on that, get a feel, and if normal seems like a good level to stick with, that's what we'll stay on. If not, we'll tweak accordingly. So let's get the new game started.
Could you stand a little taller, just a tad?
No.
Like this?
Yes. The chin a tiny bit lower. Gaze a little more to the right. There! Now, hold the pose.
I hate guys like him. Okay, so we have character creation. Let's see. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get a better look at him. So let's take a look at the presets. I think I like that one. To start with, let's take a look at the faces. I like that one. Like that hair. That's a fine stash. Tend to like it like a... Yeah, we'll go with that. Eyebrows. Something clean but not manicured. I'm okay with the tone. Hair color. How crazy does it let you go? Okay, so we're talking realistic colors. We'll go with a deep brown. Eye color. Where's my green eyes? Can I zoom in? No. There we go. So, next, skills. Ooh. Okay. Pick your starting skills according to your playstyle. The skill tree is open. You'll be able to unlock the skills of other archetypes as you progress. Okay. So the warrior focuses on melee combat. Starts with one-handed heavy, one-handed blades, and firearms. Attributes are strength and endurance. Recommended talents, craftsmanship, and vigor. So this is very much your traditional have at thee warrior. Technical profile focuses on controlling the battlefield, elemental trap, firearm, one-handed blades. Attributes accuracy, agility, science, and lockpicking. And your mage. So we've got a warrior, we've got a rogue, and we've got a mage. I think I'm going to go with a warrior because I've always fancied myself a samurai kind of guy with maybe a bit of magic thrown in. So we're going to go with the warrior. So they recommended strength and endurance. Strength is melee attack damage. Endurance is health. Yeah, I think we'll start with those. Oh, do we only get one? Oh, we only have 1 point to start with. Okay. In that case, I think we'll start with... I think we're going to start with endurance. That sounds like a good idea. Yes. Talents. So, talents are charisma, vigor, craftsmanship, intuition, lockpicking, and science. And it recommended for my warrior, craftsmanship and vigor. So vigor lets you pass through certain difficult paths that require balance. And craftsmanship allows me to craft basic weapon and armor. I've always considered myself a bit of a craftsman, so we'll go with that. So that's the creation. We'll start. Do you want to create this character? Yes.
Just a few more minutes. You have such an incredibly singular face. That's a compliment, my lord. Out of my mouth.
Oh, I'm a lord.
Particularity gives character.
You're still here?
We've nearly finished. Have you any more need of me, Master?
You haven't forgotten that we're setting sail today, have you?
Of course not.
Your cousin is nowhere to be found. I've searched the palace from cellars to attics. Your uncle is beside himself.
He was of a mind to paint the town last night. Don't worry, I shall track him down. Make care to your own preparations without wrinkling another frown. We'll meet you on the boat.
It's about time your cousin took account of the responsibilities awaiting him. He should go and inform the ambassadors of Telemi and the Bridge Alliance of his departure.
Have fear, Master. I will go and see them in his name. I beg your pardon, but urgent matters call me away. Might we finish all this later?
Impossible, my lord. You are leaving with the tide, if what I've been told is correct.
I am sorry, sir. Truly, I must be going.
My lord, please, I beg you. Her Highness has personally requested I finish.
Thank you, cousin, for getting me out of that.
I don't... Okay. Alright, so we have control. Main quest, side quest. It looks like we're supposed to go say goodbye to Mother. So let's get on that, shall we? So Mother is down in the courtyard. I suppose it wouldn't be proper for a lord to be running through the estate, would it? Excuse me.
I wish you a good day, Your Excellency.
Sire, I'm sorry. I'm afraid that I won't make for good company.
Ah, stairs. That will do nicely. And Mother is over here. Suppose I can jog through the courtyard.
Hey! Green blood!
Oh.
And so the day has finally come. My royal fledglings are leaving the nest.
Accompanied by their most loyal and tenacious master of arms.
As loyal as you'll go.
Well, enough with the cold mercenary. I know you like us. Still hiding your men in the unsuspecting shadows of the greats of this world, I see.
Hey, our blades are the only thing keeping you dainties alive.
Kirk, I'm not in need of your protection. I'm no longer a child, you know.
Is that so? Well, let's see. Fight with honor!
Oh. Okay, so I can lock on. Square do a main attack. Okay. Secondary attack. Oh. Okay, so that's a block. Nope, that's a parry. Oh, so a good parry staggers them. Okay. Oh. He got me good, so I've got a tactical pause is L1. So let me choose my next action, like use a potion. And use. I need to assign it to a shortcut. Bind to down. Oh. Oh, okay.
What a green.
So that's gonna take some practice.
Me who thought myself a competent weapons master.
It's becoming a little hard to believe.
Don't add insult to injury. This is humiliating enough. We'll need to get you through the basics, or you risk getting your feathers plucked at the first sign of trouble.
That could definitely come in handy.
In that case, Otto here is going to be your training partner. Go! Fight
Oh.
with honor!
I've been. Okay, firearms are ideal for interrupting or destabilizing an enemy. Each shot consumes 1 ammunition, so I need to assign my pistol to we'll throw the pistol to my right. Okay. Armor. The physical armor level is shown with shields on the health bar. Armor absorbs part of the physical damage. If you break an enemy's armor, you can use an impact weapon or traps. Magic ignores armor. So. Oh. Oh. That's better. Fury. Fury is a state that allows you to use special attacks So that's below my health bar. And then it's L2 to use a fury attack. Oh, hey! Ooh! Hold R1 to put my weapon away. Okay.
It appears we've brushed up on basics.
It does, and I'd like to be on my way. I've quite the list of things to do before we depart.
Indeed. Remember that you can always train in our barracks on the island if you're feeling rusty.
Are your bags packed for the great departure?
Yes, you know I get by with very little. You're not angry that I'm coming with you, I hope.
No. Okay, complain about being shadowed by a bodyguard, show my happy. No, you kicked my backside, I'm glad you're coming.
On the contrary, I'm thrilled that both you and Sir de Corsilion are joining our party. A few friends at your side in unknown territory is a boon.
Ah, so the old Gogs is coming too. And there I was thinking I would die of boredom on the trip. By the way, where is our future governor hiding? I was hoping to put his skills to the test as well.
I have no idea. He had plans to celebrate his departure last night, and we haven't seen him since. You know Constantine. I should have gone with him, but my heart wasn't in the mood for celebration. The thought of bidding my mother farewell.
It is never easy to say goodbye. But you should be going to see her now. She must be waiting for you. I'll meet you in front of the palace.
Oh, that's never
We'll go
easy, is
find
it?
Constantine together.
Very well. I'll meet you as soon as I've said my goodbyes.
Alright, let's go see Mother. Wow, there's quite a few people carrying great swords around. Where? Okay, so Mother is... There's Mother's room.
What is this? Have you not been taught to knock?
Oh.
I've asked 1,000 times. Oh, it's you, my dear child.
I'm sorry.
Mother's blind.
I'm having trouble getting used to your condition.
Come now, let's speak of more pleasant things. I'm so very happy to hear your voice. You remind me so much of your father. I do miss him so. Today is the big day, isn't it? Ready to set sail for that island everyone's talking about.
Yes, but the idea of leaving you behind, alone and ill...
Dying, my child. Alas, there is nothing you can do by staying that would ease my suffering. One thing brings me cheer. They say the island is full of miracles, and we might find a cure.
Even if I were to find it, I would never be able to return in time to...
I know. But it brings me comfort that to know my son has left on a mission to heal his people. Come now. It is time for you to take leave. Here. Take this with you.
An heirloom of some kind?
A family heirloom. Something that... Take it and keep it with you. May it bring you good luck.
Farewell, Mother.
Let's go with you, my child. Now, be off.
Oh, I got my hat now. Okay. So I'm gonna meet Kurt in front of the palace and I can sprint. Okay.
Kurt? It's done.
Sorry. Look, we can see the masts of the ship that'll be taking us. This is one sacred adventure we're embarking on.
I hope this island will keep its promises.
In order
It
to
won't.
know that, we'll need to find Constantine first.
Right. Maybe he's already at...
We already know it
He was
won't.
so eager to leave.
This will be quite the chore to finish before our departure. The commander wants to recover some merchandise from our supplier, but the transporter doesn't want to deliver. I did all I could to persuade. Nothing came of it. All the parliamenting fatigues me. But this is your domain. I wouldn't say no to a little help.
Of course. Where is the supplier?
In the low... near the port.
Right then. We'll put it on our list of visits.
Okay, so I've got Kurt. Yeah. Kurt, come with me. Okay. So we've got two things to do.
I've been asked to pay visits to the ambassadors of Thélème and the Bridge Alliance before our departure. Their dwellings are not far from here. We could go there first.
Very well. Do you think Constantine will be waiting for us next to the ship?
I don't know, but it's certainly worthy of inspection.
Okay. So I can get into the menu. I've got my equipment, my map, my journal. I've got my side quest. I want to... No, we should settle all of our business before departing. Okay, I've got a whole bunch of stuff I can read. As for equipment, I've got... Okay. Oh, so left, right cycles through. Okay, so I can use the control stick to go through the menu. Okay. Okay. Looks like I've got some stuff in my bag. Oh. Mother's present. Okay. Alright, so let's go see this vendor. Where is he? This vendor is to the south, but it looks like we'll have to go get down from here first. Unless there's a... No, we'll have to get down from here first. Wow, this place is... I suppose the best word for it is gloomy. Direct access to the map. Yeah, I know how to access the map. Whoa.
And death to the others!
Dangerous too. That dangerous here. Okay. Potion, coins, ammo. Some coins. Black and they just straight up attacked a noble. Just was wondering if you had... It's just getting randomly attacked in the streets. Here. Attack the lord of the city? Just randomly? Maybe they didn't know who we were. You just saw the fancy clothes and went, yep, that's a payday. I can't imagine anyone would come into a city and not know who the Lord was.
The merchant is there.
Alright, let's go talk to him. Hey, sir?
Good day, good sir. How might I be of service?
You can start by explaining to me why you refused to honor the orders agreed upon with the guard.
There's been a misunderstanding, sir. Of course we're ready to honor the orders. In fact, I've already had a word with your master-at-arms.
They're asking that we pay again, despite having already paid.
It's just that the price has gone up since. I've nothing to do with it.
This is inadmissible. If you agree on a sum, you need to honor that agreement.
That is
Sorry,
true.
Sir. I'm just an agent, and I'm only obeying orders.
You agreed to a contract. Ask for more instructions. Ask about the other merchants. Yeah, if you're not going to honor the order, then we'll take the order elsewhere.
Why don't we go and solicit other suppliers, Kurt?
When we've already paid for the merchandise, if these thieves
Good
are
point.
going to reimburse the original payment, it's what we do immediately. And do know, in the future, we won't be shopping with them.
Wait, you paid before getting the
Well, I
goods.
should think not.
Okay, no, Kurt, this is on you. You gave them money before getting the merchandise.
Your master has apparently asked you to demand a second payment for this merchandise.
That's right. He told me that their attendant seemed to be hiding something when he passed the order. And so he must have thought the guard would end up paying in the end, whatever he asked for.
I'll be damned. And I'm the one they've sent to settle the affair.
Captain, it's nothing personal. I'm only following orders.
Following orders. Yeah, we hear you. Makes one wonder which one of the two of us is a coin guard.
This whole story sounds suspicious and stinks of a scandal. You're demanding a second payment but refuse to reimburse the one that was already made.
I'm not the one demanding nor refusing. It's my master.
This stubborn fool is pushing me to madness. You understand now why I'm asking for your help?
Yeah. Yeah, this is... Surely we have the ability to throw him in prison.
I don't think you understand who you're dealing with. Perhaps I failed to present myself properly. Lord de Sardet, nephew of the Prince d'Orsay and legate of the Congregation of Merchants. During our conversation, you explained to me that your master forced you to commit a crime. That's regrettable, especially as you will be considered his accomplice in extortion, theft. You know as well as I that the congregation does not tolerate such illegal activities.
Well, it might in this city.
Obeying orders.
It doesn't matter.
Well, as orders are the only language you seem to understand, I order you to return the guard the merchandise, without delay. Unless you'd rather your master is hung and that you finish your days in prison.
As you request, my lord. I shall go immediately and ask that these crates be delivered to
Yeah,
the...
let's use our authority.
Now that's a wise decision.
Thank you. I was beginning to think this would never end. You're certainly honoring your new title. Bravo! The quartermaster must be expecting us.
Oh, the quartermaster? Oh, I'm guessing he wants us to bring the goods. Yeah. Okay. Who is this way?
To my help! And death to the others! Move away! Things are about to get dicey!
Yeah, we'll be having none of that. No, no, no. We'll be having none of that. Alright, how... Oh, right. We good? Looks like we're good. Take those coins. Where's the other one? Wow, you backed her straight into the corner, didn't you? Or him. I know he attacked us, but did you have to shove his head through the wall? Oh, well. Not like you can complain about it now anyway. See the quartermaster and let him know that the order has been filled. Which I'm guessing is this way. Oh?
This discovery will give you faith in existence.
Oh?
Come one, come all. Citizens of Serene, come to me. You won't regret this miraculous opportunity.
I'm guessing he doesn't really have anything to show us.
You'll find all you need in our selection. Whatever you need to be the talk of all Serene.
And what do you have?
It's such a pleasure to see you again. Have you seen anything to your liking? What might I help you with?
Yeah, proper merchant. What do you sell? You sell weapons. Zweihander? I think I'd prefer a two-handed weapon, but not a greatsword, like a longsword. Oh, he sells all kinds of stuff, doesn't he? Okay. I don't think we've got much money to buy anything right now, so let's just... Here. But there are shops. We can buy things. It is dark in here. There he is. Quartermaster!
Sir Desade, I presume. It is an honor to make your acquaintance. Captain, you set sail soon. Have you seen to our little business?
Yes. We were finally able to recover your merchandise.
Excellent news. I'm afraid, though, that your mission isn't completely finished, Kurt.
Of course it's not.
I'm a captain, boy.
The commander was quite explicit.
Very well. What do I need to do?
The merchandise that you obtained needs to be sent to Tier 4D as soon as possible. But the Port Authority formalities for shipping take an eternity to wade through. And we've already lost quite a bit of time with this dishonest merchant.
Are you blatantly asking us to smuggle this merchandise and contraband?
I would never ask you to do such a thing, Your Excellency.
Ah, but you don't mind asking that of Kurt?
Well, now, if he finds an alternative solution that is less illegal, that would be fine. The method matters not.
But it does.
This cargo must reach the Isle on the next ship.
Marvelous.
Well then, I await your return with utmost impatience. I'm certain you shall do what's required.
It's that kind of thinking that seems to run this city, doesn't it? That you'll do what is required to meet the ends. The ends do not justify the means. Alright. Let's go see if there's something we can do. Let's go see if there's something we can do to get this cargo moving. Excuse me. Discovered port quarter. And the person we need to talk with is down here. Excuse me, sir.
Lively there, lads and lasses! I promised the merchants and their prince we'd be off before the raid. You, man, carry that properly. That porcelain is worth more than your life. There are some children we'd be best to refuse.
Captain Vasco.
And you are?
I'm de Sade, the prince's nephew. If all is in order, we will soon be embarking on your boat.
It's a ship. Not a boat.
Semantics.
Apologies.
But you sailors get offended by that kind of thing, don't you?
Isn't with you.
He didn't come home this morning. I need to find him before departure.
Oh.
I hope
Okay.
nothing's happened to him or he hasn't changed his mind. The tide does not wait.
Perhaps he simply celebrated his imminent departure with a little too much enthusiasm. Is everything ready?
We're short a crew member. The cabin boy is missing. But have no fear, we will leave without him if he does not present himself before the
Is he an important member of the crew?
We don't need him for sailing or navigation. He's only a cabin boy.
He must have simply had a bit too much to drink in celebrating his departure. Like another I know.
I doubt that. Jonas was never to fancy drink. And it's been 2 days since last he was seen. No, I fear something bad has happened to him. Might I ask?
That's not good.
Anything? Could you report it to me? I would like to
Of course.
set sail with a clear mind.
Of course. So we've got merchandise here.
I have a favor to ask before we leave.
I'm all ears.
We would like to load some merchandise into your ship's hold.
Impossible.
No.
You're too late for that. All merchandise must be registered at the Port Authority, and the formalities are long. So, unless you're asking me to turn smuggler and hide contraband on my vessel...
Absolutely not.
We're only talking about a few crates after all.
Well then, they'll have to wait. The next ship for New Serene leaves in a month.
Hellfire. If that shipment doesn't leave today, the commander will have my hide.
Captain, I understand your position, but isn't there some way we can get these crates on board?
I doubt it. Even if I wanted to help you, my quartermaster is a half-crazed bridge troll. He's gotten into his head that a gang of ruffians want to use my ship to pass contraband over to Tier 3D. He's placed guards where our cargo is being held before being loaded. All that is not in the warehouse, and noted on the manifest, will be left on the docks. Sorry, but your crates are gonna have to wait until the next ship.
That's fair.
Sorry, Kurt. At least we tried.
The commander is gonna have my head. I'm sure that's what he wanted in giving me this impossible task.
Yeah.
We're going to have to doctor the manifest ourselves.
No, we're not going to doctor anything. No. No, we are not going to just... No, the commander can be pissed all he wants. How about the cabin boy? Where did you last see him?
When did you see your cabin boy for the last time?
It's been 2 days since I've had any news at all. It wasn't out of the ordinary until this morning. My men had free shore leave when we're at dock. But the day of departure, every able-bodied sailor must be present on the ship.
Do you know if he knows anyone here?
Does the boy know anyone in Serene?
Other than fellow Nords, you mean? I don't think so, but it's difficult to be sure.
Fair enough.
Be back soon, Captain.
Alright. Where was the quartermaster again? Not there. He was... Tavern. Clear out the warehouse. No, we're not doing that. Escape the appearance of the not novice. Tamper with the ship's log. No, we're not doing that. What? Barracks. We're going back to the barracks. Because we're going to tell the quartermaster that too bad. Deal with it. Shit happens. Those are yours. I won't steal. What's this? Poorly written notice. To the family of the rich man who provoked us, we have him and will kill him if you don't pay us handsomely. We have... Would that be the cabin boy? Just a thought. Is that the barracks? No, that's the tavern. Barracks are around the corner here. Will I now? Excuse me, sir.
So you're back. Right then. What about our business?
I regret to say that the cargo is still on the docks.
Huh. Kurt, it seems to me that the orders were clear.
You're talking to me.
That doesn't make them any easier to follow.
Well then, I await your return with utmost impatience. I'm certain you shall do what's required.
No!
Greenblood, do you need something?
I must leave you.
No. Just, no, we are not. No. That's just no. Because the two options are to tamper with the ship's log so that everything looks to be on the up and up, or kill all the guards and smuggle it in. I suppose we can go visit the harbor master. Let's go visit the harbor master. Maybe we can work this out. But we're not forging the book. Who are you? Oh, you're... Suppose we'll just talk with him.
But I still don't see Constantine at your side. I hope he hasn't been a victim of any foul play.
Don't worry. We'll find him in time for departure.
I certainly hope so. Would you be in need of my help in any way?
No.
To be leaving. I have quite a few things to do before we raise anchor.
No, we'll find him. We've got a few things we need to take care of. Zones controlled by other factions. This zone is under the control of another faction than yours. Certain places are forbidden for you. A costume of the faction will allow you to trick the guards. You can also try a stealth approach.
Do you have any idea how to get in there without being noticed?
Let's take a look around the building. We might find a less conspicuous entrance.
No. No, not doing that. Alright, well, I guess that's just not happening then. Let's go see if we can find this cabin boy. The commander can have a fit all he wants.
Sir, you still haven't found your cousin. As you well know, we cannot leave without him.
Have no fear.
Very well.
I will bring him back in time to make our scheduled departure. Is everything ready?
I'm still without news of my cabin boy, but we will have to do without.
Yeah, about him. Who are his close friends?
Jones. Does he have any close friends amongst the crew?
In tradition, we are all members of the same family. But yes, there would be Flavia and Laura.
Might I have a word with them?
As you wish. You'll find them over there, in port.
Thank you,
Be
Captain.
back soon, Captain.
So they're over here. One is over here, and one is inside. Well, that's a neat trick. Can you show me how to do that? Excuse me, Lauro?
Good day,
Lauro.
sailor. I've been told that you know the missing cabin boy well. Is that right?
You talking about Jonas? You bet your stars I know him. But like I've been crying to the 9 death winds, he didn't go missing, he was taken.
What? If he was taken, do you know by whom?
Why would anyone want to snatch a mere cabin boy?
How would I know? Jonas is a gentle boy who keeps his head down.
People don't just kidnap someone for no reason.
Miss too, don't you?
It's just that I
No.
can't imagine a gang of thugs hoping to get a ransom for a cabin boy.
What else? What do you know about what happened to him?
Witness to the event.
He was. Even though I'd had a few tumblers in the belly, I hadn't yet lost my head. The other day, in the tavern, I saw him talking to a well-dressed man, surrounded by some other sly ruffians. And then we left, him and I. Flavia left a little earlier, you understand. Well, those brutes were there, waiting for him. They just up and took him like that. Grabbed his arms and poof. Gone. Vanished.
Why didn't you intervene?
That's a good question.
Tried to, believe me. But my legs betrayed me. Wavering they were. And I fell into the gutter.
Did you report this to the captain?
Unfortunately not. I know all too well what weight my words carry. Even Flavia treated me like a drunken fool. And the captain? No. Not telling him that. I still have some pride left. You get me?
I get it. Was he talking about things?
Did Jonas seem troubled to you the night he disappeared?
Maybe. For sure he wasn't his usual self.
Do you know what was on his mind?
No. No idea.
Did anyone else see the kidnapping?
There was still a small crowd in the tavern. But outside, I seem to recall that regular being there. We play cards with him from time to time. Kind of fellow who plays from morning to night time to be that skilled. But now and again he comes out. When nature calls, you know. I kind of remember his face being there.
Okay, that's all good information.
I need to be going.
So he was concerned about something. He claims he witnessed the kidnapping, and that there might be another witness. But he didn't tell. Okay, let's go talk to the other one, Flavia, who should be in here. Excuse me, Flavia?
Good day. Someone told me that you're a friend of Jonas's, the young cabin boy who's gone missing.
That's right, yeah. Are you looking for him?
Yes. Your captain asked me to go and find him.
Happy to hear he's taken the disappearance seriously. What can I do for you?
I need information. When was the last time you saw him?
When did you last see him?
2 days ago, in the evening. We went to have a drink in the tavern. Jonas, Lauro, and myself.
Did anything seem out of the ordinary? Was he troubled?
Maybe a tad troubled. Like he was somewhere else.
Why would that be? Give me your best guess.
Boy, I haven't the faintest idea.
He must have had some idea. You said he kept coming and going.
What does Jonas do in his free time, when you're on land?
He just hangs around here or there. You know the cabin boys don't have half a sailor's wages. And when evening comes, we usually go down the tavern with good old Lauro.
Did he ever have one too many?
Never. He sips his pint like it was bad medicine. One drink lasts him the whole night.
Doesn't mean it doesn't affect him. Does he have any other friends among the crew?
No one, far as I know.
What about enemies?
Do you think he could have made himself any enemies?
I wouldn't think that for a moment. Jonas has a good heart and he steers clear of trouble and troublemakers.
I don't know where to start with this. Do you have any idea?
Lauro won't stop telling anyone who will lend him an ear that the boy was carried off by thugs.
And you don't believe him?
I like Lauro, don't get me wrong, he's like a brother. But to be honest, he drinks a little more than he should. The itch for a drink gets us all, but to him more than others, and when you drink too much, the imagination wanders. Here, yesterday, it was me who tied one over, and I thought I heard Jonas's voice by the canal. I called back to him, as you guessed, but then nothing. Drink. It blurs the senses.
Blurs the senses, but doesn't eliminate them.
I need to be going. Farewell.
Strange story, this is.
Something isn't right here, I can feel it. We need to lift the veil on this.
Yeah. There's more going on here. So, let's go find this other witness. I think that's a good step to take. That should, one way or another, clear up his story. Either provide more detail or debunk it completely. And this tavern was the last place he was seen. So, now which one is he? Oh, completing quests. In GreedFall, quests can usually be completed in several different ways. The Sarday has more than one string to his bow. Cunning, persuasion, intuition, corruption, creating items from the crafting table will be some of the means available to you to reach your goals. To improve in these areas, spend a course. Okay. Threats in combat are also an option when your enemies are not receptive to your talents. Excuse me, sir.
Good day, tavern keeper.
Good day to you. What is your pleasure?
Information. No, let's get on his good side. Let's ask him about his business.
How is business going these days?
It's picking up. We've not seen many new customers, but of late things are looking better. The
That's good.
And the neighbouring wars have dampened commerce. The epidemic still rages, but the possibility of finding a cure
Okay, that is some
given
questions.
people something to hope for.
There's an
Now that we
epidemic
have
going
a
on.
city there, quite a few seafarers come by to spend their wages.
Okay, so things are turning around. We have a cabin boy. Let's ask about this witness.
Someone told me about one of your faithful clients. A big gambler, it would seem.
I see. An able-bodied man passes his time lightening the pouches of sailors coming through.
Where might I find him at this time?
Here? He would never give away his chair at his table.
Okay, can you point him out? You know. Okay.
I need to be off. Farewell.
Goodbye.
I suppose we have to ask.
Tavern keeper.
I see you're back. Can I pour you something this time?
I don't know which one it is, so do you know anything about...
I'm looking for a Naut. A young cabin boy who's been missing roll call for 2 days now.
A Naut, say? That's not a lot to go on. There are quite a few that come to my tavern.
According to one of his fellows, he would have been taken right here.
A kidnapping? In my establishment? You surely jest. I hope you do. I would have noticed. That doesn't hold water. Anything else?
He mentioned it was outside, not in your establishment.
I need to be off.
We'll ask him about Constantine in a minute. I have a feeling this boy's in trouble. You the gambler. You look like it.
I don't recognize you. Am I in your debt?
No. Have no fear about that. It's for a different reason that I am here. I'm looking for a naught that disappeared 2 days ago, after visiting this establishment. A young cabin boy. Two
He
members of
looks
his crew
blind.
accompanied him.
Yes, that does ring a bell. I've played with the three of them.
Can you tell us about what happened that evening?
Tell me what happened that evening.
A rich merchant came in, with a band of strong arms. The kind of men you can round up for a few coins, if you catch my drift. They
I do.
exchanged words with the cabin boy.
The kid was defensive, not sitting pretty.
And then they finally left.
And after that?
It just so happens that I did go out for a breather. I needed some fresh air. And I think I might well have seen those same men grab him. But that was none of my business. I wouldn't have thought that they were kidnapping him, if that's what it was. They weren't particularly rough with him.
So they might have taken him, but he may not have gone against his own will. Do you know anything else about this boy?
What can you tell me about the boy? How was he that night?
He seemed rather nervous, as if he was worried about something. Didn't feel like playing, that I remember.
And he must have been right to be nervous, if he's disappeared.
Okay. What about this merchant you mentioned?
Who was the rich merchant, do you think? A jilted moneylender?
No, sir. You are in luck. It so happens that I know the man. It was Sir Fontaine, that merchant.
Where can I find him?
He has a house in the wealthy boroughs, just off the canal. Stone's throw from the Thélème embassy.
Thank you. You've been immensely helpful.
This man is
We have a lead.
bound by his love for the game. Do you think we can trust him?
What would he gain from lying?
I have no idea. But what would any wealthy merchant gain from holding a penniless child?
You make a good point. A very good point.
I believe I've seen you at the palace. Are you one of the prince's relatives?
Yes. He makes a good point. What would a rich merchant gain from the kidnapping of a cabin boy? There's more to this story that we haven't been told. So there's more to this than we think. Let's check the map. Okay. Up that street. Okay. Is it? No. That way. Oh, nope, can't get up that way. Use the stairs like a human being. Fine. Are we certain they're the though? We won't know until we find the cabin boy. And the only way to know that is to go speak with them. Excuse me. In a bit of a hurry. I suppose we should notify the ambassador. Okay, we'll do that after we do this. Because he may be in trouble. But they said they didn't rough him up. Which means, you know, maybe he was debating taking a new job. And he didn't tell his shipmates about it. They came by to confront him about whether he was taking it or not. And so he left. Well, we don't know. Let's find out.
Might I help you, sir?
I would like to have a word with Sir Fontaine.
He is absent, but the lady of the house could certainly receive you. Enter, please.
Okay. Where's the lady of the house? I'm guessing... Well, I'm guessing upstairs. Let's not run through the house. Pardon the intrusion, my lady.
Oh, I know you. I've seen you at court. You are Lord de Sade. And to what do I owe the honor of your visit, Excellency?
I would like to have a word with your husband.
He is not here, but perhaps I could be of help.
It could be a delicate matter. We're looking for a missing cabin boy. According to witnesses, he had an argument with your husband before being taken.
I see. I am afraid that you have been misled. You seem to have come to the wrong conclusion. The cabin boy you speak of was not taken. He has simply returned home.
Excuse me, but I'm not sure I understand.
Don't you see, Your Excellency? We got our son back.
So he was a runaway child.
I am very surprised. Several witnesses confirmed that your son had a fight with your husband. His men escorted him from the tavern using force. If he had joined your husband willingly...
Witnesses? In a tavern? And you choose to believe these drunkards over a respectable family?
Not at all.
These witnesses are all in agreement, and it's their testimonies that have led me to your doorstep.
My son was probably shocked to have found us. My husband and the other men might have simply had to carry him. A gesture that your drunkards must have misunderstood.
Gambler said they weren't terribly forceful with him. How did you find out?
How did you find your son's trail?
We have never stopped looking for him. We learned the new name they gave him, Jonas. My poor little Celestin. Then we learned the name of the ship he sailed on. No sooner had it docked in Serene than my husband had the crew watched closely, and we found him.
Where might I find your son now?
I cannot say, Excellency. You must understand why. Until the Nauts have set sail, we live in fear they will take him back from us.
This pact. It sounds like some fear-inducing story.
The Nauts wouldn't be the first to recruit through dubious means.
Okay. So it was the sailors themselves that kidnapped him? Or was this a case of a runaway son who was finally found and dragged home? The whole thing rests on the intent. Did he run away and found a new life elsewhere? And therefore... Oh, that's not gonna work. Ooh, shiny. Ooh. Thank you. If he left of his home of his own accord and joined the crew, that's fine. And then it was his family abducting him to bring him back home. But if it's the other way around, and he was coerced or recruited into working on the ship, then this is a rescue. And he may have just, over time, adopted... You know, you accept your lot in life, your circumstances, and you move on. But I'm thinking it's the former, because he seemed agitated, according to the people that we've spoken with.
Captain, sir, we were given orders to wait here with the merchandise.
You're going to have to wait. We need to find a way to clear the access to the warehouse.
Oh, that... Yeah, we're not doing that. Your merchandise isn't getting into the warehouse, because... shit happens. Let's go ask the captain about how he was brought on board.
Sir, you still haven't found your cousin? As you well
We'll
know,
find him. He's a grown man. He can take care of himself.
I will bring him back in time to make our scheduled departure. Is everything ready?
I'm still without news of my cabin boy, but we will have to do without.
I need... Inquire on Madame Fontaine.
I spoke with a woman who told me she was the mother of the cabin boy. She claims that her son was taken from her.
Taken? Her son is sea-gifted. His parents were required to give him up to honor the terms of a contract.
A contract? But what kind of contract are we speaking of?
A commercial contract. In exchange for services rendered by the Nords, some families cede more than gold. In some cases, nations even trade some of their subjects before they're born. I wouldn't be able to tell you the condition of Jonas's contract. I didn't even know he was originally from Serene. But what I can tell you is the young man hasn't seen his parents since he was a small child. And ever since, he's been a Nord. Our ships are his home. We are his only family.
That explains a lot.
Be back soon, Captain.
You see anyone else who might be able to help us? Anyone who's not a Naut?
Sir de Corsillion's a veritable well of scientific knowledge. He could tell us a little more.
Yeah, let's ask him. I'd like his opinion on it, too. But it sounds to me like they're... in exchange for some services, they offered their son as a conscript, who was then taken at a very, very young age, and has lived on ships his whole life. That would explain why he was so uneasy meeting his father that he'd never known, telling him to come home to a home he's never been to. Yeah, that's kidnapping. But let's ask him.
But I still don't see Constantine at your side. I hope he hasn't been the victim of any foul play.
We'll find him.
We'll find him in time for departure.
I certainly hope so. Would you be in need of my help in any way?
Now that you ask, I'd like to know more about the contract between the Fontaines and the Nauts.
I've had a word with Lady Fontaine. You must know her. That rich family that lives near the docks. She told me a strange story about her son who was a cabin boy on our ship. She said that he was taken when he was a child due to some contract with the Nords.
Who was a cabin boy? Do you mean he's no longer one?
They took him back to bring him home.
Well, that is very unpleasant news to Sade. We need to do all we can to bring the boy back to his ship. Since time immemorial, there's always been a certain price to pay for the services of the Nords. Children born on their ships belong to them. It's the rule of the sea. But certain contracts are so important that they also require children to be offered in exchange. From time to time, the congregation has passed such accord, and certain noble families had to give their children up.
Are you telling me that the Fontaines lost their son because of some agreement signed between my uncle and the Nords?
Ooh.
No. That pact ended a long time ago. This cabin boy couldn't have been a part of that contract. But
Okay.
Fontaine has made a fortune trading with the Alliance, via ships.
Do you mean he would have offered up his own son in exchange for wealth?
Some men would.
He did it before the birth of the child, and regretted it afterwards. But that is of little importance. What counts most is that you bring the boy back to the Nords as quickly as possible. Breaking a contract with the seafarers has always cost us dearly. Our nation could feel it in its coffers.
I will do my best.
A father for a few boat rides. For ugly, that is ugly.
Lady Fontaine didn't seem to have any knowledge of that deal. That could be of use to us.
Yeah. Sounds to me like Mr. Fontaine is the source of our problem here. She wasn't aware of the contract. She thought the sailors took him. That they just took him. She doesn't know that her husband, the father... Oh. I cannot go that way. Okay. Okay, so this is getting thorny. But it sounds like this is just the way it has been. And it would require a change of laws and precedent to change that. That puts... That... Oh, is this game going to be full of these kinds of gray areas? It is, isn't it? Let's go talk with Lady Fontaine. Maybe this... I would like you to prepare several meals and bring them to the warehouses we own on the canal.
This document mentions another property. A warehouse.
That would be a great place to hide. Shall we take a peek?
Not yet. I want to talk with Lady Fontaine. Because that's a detail she should know.
Excuse me, madam, but I haven't quite finished my inquiry yet.
If you would be so courteous, I would like you to leave. I have told you all that I have to say.
With respect, my lady.
Very well. I guess now that we know where he is, we should be going. Alright. So... But now this all makes sense. And now we have to think what is best for Jonas. Let's not think anything about all of the other parts to this story. Let's just think we have a young boy who was taken. Probably against his will. He was born on the ship or came to the ship at a very, very young age. The circumstances of how he got there, notwithstanding, it is the only place he's ever known. That makes it his home. Regardless of what anyone would say. The place you know is your home. And they obviously weren't torturing him. He wasn't a slave or anything like that. They may have different customs than I would agree with, but...
Here we are. Be careful. Fontaine won't be alone. He'll have his henchmen with him.
Let's just try to remain discreet.
Let's see if we can overhear anything. Nobody upstairs. Okay. That's good to know. Let's see if we can find it. We have a basement. There's no one there.
Sir Desade, what are you doing?
Okay, so much for being sneaky.
I'm looking for your son. Naughts are worried about his disappearance.
Those Naughts took him from us, but now we've got him back, and he'll be staying with us.
Would you be so to say, Sir Fontaine?
Let's attempt to reason with him first.
You've taken your son against his will and have him locked up like merchandise in a warehouse. Is that what you call being a good father?
As if you would know what it is like to be a parent. You are far too young to understand the way we feel.
The way you feel is irrelevant.
I looked into the contract that binds you to the Naughts. It was indeed you who ceded your son to them in exchange for help with your business with the bridge.
It is so. But that sort of contract is ignoble. I never would have signed it if I had known.
So you didn't read the contract?
Breaking the contract could have regrettable consequences for the congregation.
The prince will know how to negotiate with the Nords. If they take my son back, my wife will die of sadness.
Her sadness would be all the more terrible if she learned of your role in the story, don't you think?
You wouldn't dare tell her. I beg you.
Oh, you bet I'd tell her.
Very well. Take the key and take him away. Cursed be the day I delivered my son unto the Nords.
All children leave the nest one day or another, sir. Farewell.
And he never even knew. You didn't raise him. The sailors did. That makes them his family. I feel his pain. I do. But that doesn't give you the right to... He made a horrible... He's got him locked up down here. If he had brought him home and he was happy, we'd found him and he'd said, "No, I'm happy here, this is great. I've finally found my real parents and I love it and they're taking good care of me and all that," I would have said, "Fine," gone back to the captain and said, "I'm sorry, we couldn't find your cabin boy, we'd have been on our way." But he's locked, he's in here. In a jail cell, in a dungeon. How you doing, son?
Who are you?
My name is de Sardet. I am legate of the congregation. Your captain has sent me to find you.
And were you able to convince my father to allow me to go free?
Yes. Even if I had to bend his arm a little.
That doesn't surprise me. He seemed to have no intention of changing his mind. I feel more sorry for my mother. She seemed so sweet and happy to see me.
You don't seem to be all that close to your parents.
I hadn't seen them since I was 5 years old. I barely remember them. They finally capture me and lock me up in this warehouse. Hard to grow close after all that. My family is the Nords. I am sorry for my parents, but that is the way of it now. Can I go home?
Yes. You should still go and say farewell to your mother. Then find your way to the ship. I'll see you there.
Yeah, don't burn that bridge. And keep in touch. Always be sure to call your mother. But this was not the way to go about it. Making contact with him and offering him a new place, a new life, I would have been fine with. You can't just lock him up like some sort of deranged prisoner. And I do not envy you the discussion you'll have to have with your wife. But to have that discussion, he will need to do. But that settles that. We can inform the captain when we go to leave. We have other tasks we need to attend to. One of which is to notify the ambassadors and find out where the hell Constantine went. So let's take a look at the map. The ambassadors are up by the Fontaine House. But I think we're going to go back to the tavern because let's go find out what happened to Constantine. Was this way around the corner. Oh God, last year's fashion. Quite excellent. Wow, this epidemic has really hit the country hard, hasn't it? And we're sailing to somewhere that might have a cure? Alright. We found the boy. Let's have a word with the tavern keeper. Jeffrey.
Tavern keeper.
I see you're back. Can I pour you something this time?
I want to say yes, but it doesn't give me that option. Constantine.
I'm looking for my cousin. His name is Constantine. I believe he was intent on celebrating his departure last night.
There was indeed a party here last night, but it ended badly.
Whatever do you mean?
Badly how?
Broke out. My tavern was shattered, and no one's paid for the damages.
I'm sorry. Did there happen to be a young man, 20 years of age? Hair down
Probably a few
to
of them.
light brown, blue eyes, quite the talker.
Can't believe it. Of course he was there. He's the man that started the fight. I hope you've come to reimburse me. Don't count on me to help you if that's not the case.
What kind of damage are we talking about exactly?
A good half of my furniture was broken into firewood. I piled up the lot over there.
Let me take a look. Perhaps it can be repaired.
If you can fix it, I'll be obliged. If not, I need to pay.
Let's have a look. I don't want to give him more than half.
I need to think about my options.
Oh, the father has forgotten to give his son his allowance, it would seem.
No, I want to see if it can be repaired.
Be off. Farewell.
Goodbye.
Before I shell out money for a new one, I'd like to see if it can be repaired. And if it can't, I will pay you, and I will take that money out of my cousin's hide.
The furniture is in terrible condition. The fight must have been extremely violent.
It looks as if it's fixable. I've seen worse. We'll need to build some metal dowels, but once done, we can make them like new.
Alright, let's do that. I believe there was a crafting... Yeah, right over here. Let's see. Craftsmanship, science. I need to make... some metal dowels. I need some crude iron ore for that. Let's see. Are there... he's... yeah, up here. Let's talk to this merchant, see if he's got any iron ore. I hope so. I hope you have what I need.
Such a pleasure to see you again. Have you seen anything to your liking? What might I help you with?
I'm hoping you have some metal... You have metal dowels. Look at that. And it will only cost me 3 gold versus 25 for a whole new table. Oh, wait. So let's go back in and fix that table.
I could repair this if I had some metal dowels.
Oh, do I need 4 of them? Okay, so I need more of them. Okay, so you had 2. I'll buy another one.
Have you seen anything to your liking? What might I help you with?
I'd like to buy... And do you have... Was it crude or refined iron ore that I needed?
Thank you for your visit. See you soon.
Table was over here. So there's refined ore and there's crude ore. I need crude iron ore. I will need 2 of them. So let's come over here.
Welcome. It's such a pleasure to
It is a pleasure to see you again too.
What might I help you with?
I need some iron ore. Some crude iron ore. Oh, so I gave him... Okay, so I spent a little more money than I needed. How much... I've got... You know, I have a feeling that ore might come in handy. So let's make the other 2 metal dowels necessary. And we will make 2 of them. Yes. Now we have the 4 dowels to repair the damage. To put this table back together.
And there you have it. You'd never guessed they were once broken.
Much better. Excuse me.
Well then, were you able to repair it all?
Yes, just like new. Or nearly.
That does indeed look like fine work. You know what you're doing.
I would hope. Can you tell me where I can find my cousin?
Your cousin is either a very bad joker or a right good fool.
Probably both.
Insulted a band of ruffians from the lower boroughs. Dangerous fellows. They've a storehouse they out of a few streets from here.
What kind of business do they run?
Several, actually, and they're all illegal and profitable. But you didn't hear that from me. In any case, if you were set on recovering your cousin, I would hope I were you. They're not the tender sorts.
Thank you for the information.
Off with ya. Get him out of whatever mess he's got himself into. Seemed like a courageous fellow. Who could down his... Anything else?
No, sir. Thank you for your time.
I need to be off. Farewell.
Goodbye.
Well, hopefully this experience teaches him a lesson. Judging from the stories I've heard so far, though, I'm gonna guess that's not the case. Alright, where is he? He's down here. Come on, Kurt. Let's go find my cousin so I can tan his hide if it hasn't been tanned already. Excuse me, milady. Oh. How do I get... How does... Oh. That way. Okay. Gotta go further down the street. People really aren't doing well over here in this city, are they? This epidemic is... No. It's hurting everybody.
If you had any idea who I am... Open up, imbeciles! I have a ship to catch!
That of a tavern master was right. It is Constantine's voice. It's coming from the floor above.
It sounds as if he's locked up.
And I have a feeling they're expecting company. Be careful. The slightest itchy word to the brutes will have them drawing blades to scratch it.
Negotiation may be the solution. As you say, this breed of brutes won't spit on ransom money.
What a waste. I'd rather sneak around them than give half a coin to these seedy fellows.
No, I'm kind of with you. Question is, how do we get to him? So let's see. We have 2 ways in. They're both back here. Okay. So he's in that building. Ooh. And a power potion. Okay. So we can go in that way. Or looks like there's another door around the other side. Let's have a peek around the corner. Oh.
With all those posters we posted, someone with deep pockets will show up sooner or later to liberate Rooster. He's making a great deal of noise. We could knock him out, or gag him.
Okay, let's...
To my help, and death to the others! Move away! Things are about to get dicey!
Let's not be in a corner. You might have found someone with ransom money, but you also find someone who can beat the living snot out of you. Ow. You okay, Kurt? We all good? I'm okay with this solution. Been nice to not have to kill them. But it didn't sound like they were up to any good anyway. Ooh, old blunt foil. Less damage. Could be at least valuable. Let's drink a potion. They got me a couple times. I'm not one for the sneaky bit. I had no plan on... Oh. My lock picking... Oh. Did I pick up a key? I do not have the key. And I'm not a good enough lockpick to open it. Fine. Let's go... Let's go let Constantine out of his little prison. Oh? Oh, we got the key to his cell. Perfect.
Well, this has been monumentous, gentlemen, but I have more important things to attend to. An island to govern, treaties to sign, riches to expedite, and a demanding father to impress. Constantine, it's me! My dear cousin! Oh, my lucky star! Always there to pull me out of my fires.
Well, I do what I can. We're departing soon.
Yeah, I'm gonna roast your hide in the next fire.
Have you ever seen him happy about anything when it comes to me? You know what he thinks of me.
He cares about you. I know that. He appointed you governor, didn't he?
He is ridding himself of a source of constant disappointment. enough said. Today we set sail for adventure. If you only knew how these river scum... Do me a courtesy, good cousin. Now that we stand boldly alongside the brave Kurt, let's give them their money's worth.
There's no one left to pay, Your Highness. The brave Kurt and your cousin have already settled the books.
Really now? I would have loved to have seen that.
No.
To do then than to board our ship. An adventure awaits us at the end of the street.
No. No, that's not how this works, dear cousin. You got yourself into this mess. I am pulling you out of it. You do not get to have fun from the situation that you got yourself into. No. Now how the hell do I get out of here? It was this way. And now you are going to accompany me on the rest of my errands so I can make sure that you do not get into any additional trouble. Come. Oh, stairs. Because knowing my luck, if I let you off on your own, you'd end up in another situation just like this one. Now then, we need to go see the ambassadors for the Bridge Alliance and the Teleme. Teleme? Telem? Is it Telem or Telemi? You know, either way, we've got to go see the ambassadors and inform them that we are departing. Kurt, if you would be so kind as to keep Constantine in front of you and your eyes on the back of his head for the remainder of our errands, I'd appreciate it. Is that a crane of some kind? Oh, nope. This isn't. No, let's not just go climbing over walls. Let's just walk down the street like normal people. What a sad sight. That looks like the right place to be. There, the Bridge Alliance. You would think they'd be better marked. Hello, sir.
Your Excellency.
Hello, Ambassador.
Lord de Sade. I have been told that you were named legate. Congratulations. Those
Thank you,
are
sir.
great responsibilities for someone as young as yourself. But you will bring honor upon your family and the congregation. Of that, I'm certain.
I thank you, Excellency. I've come here to inform you of our departure for Tirfredi. My cousin Constantine is about to take up office as governor of New Serene, and I'm accompanying him.
I had no idea you would be leaving so quickly. What a shame. I had thought... Oh, then, that is a pity. Have a pleasant voyage. A brilliant future awaits you. They say that it is a marvelous island.
We will see.
Hesitant. Please, tell me what troubles you.
A rather unscrupulous individual has been sowing trouble in Serene. A charlatan passing himself off as an alchemist.
Do people actually give credence to these lies?
Alas, yes. They snatch up his celebrated panacea. Remedies worse than the ill, believe me. As you can well imagine, alchemists are our pride. This vulgar trickster casts dirt upon their reputation and our own at the same time. In any city of the Bridge Alliance, we would have arrested him. But here, we respect your laws.
I shall see what I can do, but make no promises. The danger is imminent.
I thank you, Excellency. And I am pleased to see you have taken so well to your new functions of diplomacy. The man operates in the city center. He is said to be clever and mean. Be careful.
I need to be going.
Very well.
Goodbye, Excellency.
Goodbye, Lord de Sade.
And the first rule of diplomacy is to not kill friendships. Wait. He looks fully dressed. Did they not? No. Constantine, you are thoroughly a nuisance. Alright, let's go back and find what they did with your proper clothes. If I'd have known you weren't wearing proper attire, I wouldn't have taken you before the ambassador. Alright. They in here? No. Alright, where are they? Probably upstairs. Near where they were holding you. They had intended to get a payday from you. Let's see. Clothes. Where might I find clothes? Not there. Well, that looks impressive. Oh. There we go. Please wear proper attire. It's more like it. And I've actually got a leather coat. Let us see. See, I have a traveling suit. Well, it doesn't look very formal or stylish, does it? So I think we will leave it at that. Now, to go deal with this charlatan. I had a feeling he was peddling something useless. Alright. This time I'm just gonna drop down here. It's probably that guy we saw hawking stuff in the off the one street. I say we go have a word with him. You're going to be... I can't believe they're going to make him governor. I guess we'll have to be the guiding hand. Yep, there he is.
Citizens, I present to you Panacea, the absolute cure of everything. Toothache, stomach ailment, and even an open wound. This potion heals all of that. And more
Does it now?
still, this little phial is the product of years of research and intensive labor. I hear you asking, if this remedy can heal one from the Malachor. Alas, not yet. But your question is legitimate. I am so close to finding the cure. But the Malachor isn't the only ailment causing you to suffer. Not true? Then don't miss out on this chance and give yourself a healthy and energized life. Rejoice! A phial only costs a few coins, and well worth it to make your life shiny and new again.
Does it really heal everything, your potion?
Everything. Absolutely everything. Except the Malachor, of course. That being said, it is known that those in top health resist the Malachor best of all. Then don't throw away this chance.
This guy is completely full of shit.
You are right. It's a deal. I'm gonna take two.
There's a man that knows a good deal when he sees one. Hurry now.
There's a man who knows how to be an idiot.
There he is. He's our man, no doubt.
His speech is well polished. I even feel like buying some.
No, I don't.
Had a word with him? I wonder if he'll serve us the same routine.
We're gonna find out.
Ah, you're f***ing tempted.
In all honesty, I haven't made up my mind yet. I want to be certain that I'm not dealing with a charlatan.
In this day and age, I can't blame you. What might I do to convince you?
Can I chop off your... How about I slice your arm and you heal it with one of your potions?
Will you drink one of your potions to prove your good faith?
Of course. I take a little sip every morning. But, as I'm in perfect health, you won't be able to verify the improvement in my condition. But, if it helps you make up your mind, give me just a moment. There now. As you see, I am still in excellent condition.
Come on now, I swear you take that vial out of your pocket. Nothing proves it's the same potion that you sell to your clients.
As a man of science, I consider skepticism a remarkable quality. But in your case, it is not skepticism, but blindness.
Well, drink one of them right there.
And force him to drink it.
Brilliant, Kirk. Let's take a look at his cart.
Really? That's the solution. I like the cut his finger off and see if he can heal it solution better. There's his cart. It's over there. Let's go see what he's got in it. We'll call this an investigation.
To my help, and death to the others! Things are about to get dicey!
Oh! That was easy enough. There's more weapon. Some gloves. Alright. Now, where was I? Right. Charlene's antidote. A chemical research book. These pages are covered in small, almost illegible handwriting, experiment results, patient observations, and incomprehensible symbols. But the complexity of some recipes leaves no room for doubt. The author was a true alchemist and was certainly very knowledgeable. Okay. There's no one saying that he wrote this book, but... Kurt, why are you glowing? Why is Kurt glowing? Oh, he's not glowing anymore. Was that a skill or something that he used? Okay. Letter from the innkeeper to the servant. The weird alchemist of the Alliance who rented a room upstairs specifically asked us not to clean it during his stay. This old fool must not want us accidentally break his vials or something. So leave him in his filth, the customer is always right. But that wasn't one of his vials. But it sounds like he was actually doing research of some kind. But his claims are still quite grandiose.
You finally made up your mind?
Let's ask him about the side effects. Let's get his spiel.
Are there any nasty side effects with this remedy of yours?
There are none. You will feel nothing but an intense sense of well-being.
You just described alcohol.
I happen to have a vial of your medicine. Would you be willing to drink it in front of us, to prove that there is no risk?
This bullying is trying my patience. I'm beginning to suspect that you might be working for a rival.
You refuse to taste it.
You might have put something in it to cause me harm or further disgrace.
Then take one off your stand.
It's still sealed. It comes straight from your stock.
And you dare challenge me when you have just admitted to being a thief?
Come now. You can see for yourself that I'm glad I'm your vial, so that you might drink it in front of witnesses. This might help to dissipate my doubts, as well as those of these brave folk.
Yes, no, you don't have the right. Damnation. He got away. He can't have gone far.
Find him before his head ends up on a spike.
Think back to the note that we found. We need to take a look at the tavern. He won't leave the city without his belongings.
Good point, Kurt. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to stand on your table. Quick pause. I want to tweak a game option. Minimal? No, that still gives me... Oh, I didn't save it. That's better. Where is he? Where is the old fool?
I don't have the key.
I don't have the key to that. I don't think he's in here. This looks like the kitchens. The note said he had a room, which would be upstairs. How about this one? Going somewhere?
What are you doing in my room?
I'm not the only one that has found you. Have you seen gathering in the street?
I'm neither deaf nor blind. By the spheres. Why didn't I leave the city while there was still time?
The Alliance ambassador is quite unsettled by your commerce, and he is the one who sent me.
Sahib? Him again. Ruining my career wasn't enough for him. He's the very reason I had to leave the Alliance. And here I am, playing the part of the potion maker. Me, who was once a respected member of the Academy of Al-Sad.
So why aren't you now?
Dr. Sahin warned me that you were an imposter.
That doesn't surprise me coming from him. I was a master alchemist. I understand if you don't believe me after all that, but I have a number of documents to prove it. I would still be one if Sahin hadn't set up a chain of machinations to disgrace me.
So why would Sahin be so obsessed with you?
Why does Sahin bear you such hatred?
I wasn't fortunate enough to oppose certain great minds of the Academy. To criticize their methodology. I saw them
inflicting torture on sick prisoners, making them drink the most vile poisons. To find a remedy to the Malachor, they won't hesitate to kill. I could not keep my silence.
It is for an act of courage that you fell from grace and earned Sahin's hatred.
So what are these potions you were selling?
Are you not ashamed to have poisoned those poor souls?
These potions are not harmful. That is to say that they don't contain any harmful ingredients.
But you could just as easily produce real healing potions. So why don't you?
You don't understand. I fled, but I haven't put a stop to my own research. This potion is an attempt to create in those who drink it a resistance to the Malachor.
So you manipulate people to use as experimental fodder? That is completely unethical.
I don't have a choice, but it does not harm them, I assure you.
If this potion were inoffensive, then why wouldn't you drink it when I offered it to you?
I ran tests on myself for such a long time that I ended up becoming intolerant to it. A small sip of this mixture provokes in me now a violent reaction. The mob would have been furious in any case, but a normal dose, I assure you, is without risk.
Your methods don't seem so different than those of your colleagues.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
And this potion only has side effects in high doses.
Perhaps, but you're hurting innocents. I cannot let your commerce continue.
So, what are you going to do with me, sir?
So let's think. The man who sent me after him definitely has a grudge against him because he called him out for doing stuff that they really shouldn't have been doing. But I can't exactly forgive. No. You can't sell people potion, regardless of what your life situations are. You can't sell people a product without telling them what it is. Claiming it's a cure-all for everything to get them to drink it. No, I'm sorry.
But I don't trust you. I'm going to deliver you to Dr. Sahin.
Sir, I beg you to spare me.
I've heard enough. You're under arrest.
How unjust.
No. I am genuinely sorry to learn that you have not found peace you were hoping for in Serene since your departure from the Academy. This is deplorable. Those you accuse are now behaving as if the rules do not apply to them, regularly performing questionable experiments. And there's nothing the rest of us can do apart from keeping a low profile. Yeah, that's... I don't think he's a bad person. But I have to keep an eye out for the public of my city. I have to protect my people. And you're selling them something that they don't they don't know what it really is. And you can't do that. You can't do that. You can't sell people goods without telling them what it is and being truthful about it. That doesn't fly. But now, what we can do is confront the ambassador about his claims and use our influence to affect the change there. There's a way and a wrong way to go about things. And unfortunately, he was going about it the wrong way. Ambassador.
Your Excellency.
Lord de Sade.
About the charlatan.
I tracked down your man near the coin guard barracks.
Finally. Did you capture him?
Let's just say I put an end to his activities. his reputation in Serene is forever tarnished. Matters turned out a little more complicated than anticipated. He is hiding in a room in the Coin Guard Tavern.
Why didn't you have him arrested?
Angry citizens have gathered round the building. Avenged themselves after discovering his fraud. I decided it better to avoid the mob. But if you wish to capture him alive, I advise you hurry.
Governor Burren will be happy to learn that a legate with great assiduity will soon be joining the island of Tir-Fredi. Thank you for your help, Excellency, and allow me to offer you this modest present for your voyage.
I need to be going. Goodbye, Excellency.
Goodbye, Lord de Sade.
Oh, an ambassador. I hope your experiments go well, and that all of your subjects prosper from them. I would have really liked to have applied some pressure to him. Let him know, oh, but we know. We know. Unfortunately, looks like that's not an option for us. Or Lord de Sade didn't think of it. I would have put pressure on them. Because obviously, our relationship with them is important to them. So we would want to leverage that. Oh.
Oh, hello, Your Excellency. It is an honor.
Ah. You the Cardinal.
Good day, Excellency.
Sir de Sade, to what do I owe the pleasure?
I have come to inform you that my cousin Constantine and I are departing for Tir-Fredi on the hour.
Ah, yes. I did indeed hear talk that you had both received callings of greater stature. Allow me to congratulate you. Were you not named legate of the congregation?
You are correct, Excellency. I thank you.
It is a station of great honor that I am sure you will fill with brio and panache. The mother
Those are big words.
Amelia will be enchanted to work with you, and your cousin in the future. I only regret that your departure is so sudden.
Really?
To be entirely honest with you, I was hoping to solicit your help in a rather delicate matter.
Tell me more about it. And perhaps I can take care of your problem before my departure.
Very well. A small group of dangerous heretics has found refuge in Serene. We know that your uncle tolerates the presence of all pagans within the city walls. But these particular non-believers threaten the fragile harmony of this place. We would consider it a tremendous favor if you would arrest them and deliver them to our guard.
Are they?
Not a crime in
Yeah.
You do know that, but I'm sure my uncle would hear your arguments. Why call on my intervention?
The prince would indeed give us his blessing, but it would take time. Far too much time. For according to our sources, these fugitives have already made contact with a smuggler to take them who knows where.
I see. You're hoping that I'll be able to do something before they make it to an enemy city. If your heretics are planning on board, then they must be in the dockyards. I'll look into this and see what I can do. I must be going. Farewell, Excellency.
Let's go meet these heretics. Oh, I do not like dealing with religious folks. Because the question will be, when I meet them, as it always is, when dealing with religion, is are they harming the people, or they're just offending his sense of morality? That's why heresy is... I imagine that's why heresy is not a crime in my uncle's city. Okay, they should be down here at the docks. over there. So let's go see. Yes, I'm aware that your goods are stuck here. You'll have to deal with it. I was... Smuggler? Hello? Anyone here I can talk to? Suppose we'll have to talk to the captain. You wouldn't be smuggling them, would you?
Sir? Constantine d'Orsay, future governor of Tir Freddy. I'm enchanted, Captain. I am eager to board your ship.
Enchanted as well, Your Highness. I hope you enjoy your voyage.
Are you ready? Can we weigh anchor?
We should be able to set sail with the tide, as agreed upon. My cabin boy, Jonas, is back on ship. I have you to thank, I imagine.
Indeed.
It's a rather sad affair, and though solved, leaves a broken family behind.
All we can do is plot a course. No one tells the wind what to do. I do thank you. I didn't think you'd go to so much trouble for a cabin boy. Your actions bring you honor.
I have a question. I've been told about some heretics.
Have you seen anyone wandering about? Suspicious looking. Maybe clandestine passengers.
Take a look around. There are far too many comings and goings to spot possible stowaways. As long as they don't try and get on my ship, I pay no attention to them. That said, we did catch ourselves a smuggler just a while ago.
A smuggler? Maybe he could be of some use. Where could I find him?
In the port jails, not far from the warehouses. May I ask you, why the sudden interest in smugglers and the odd stowaway?
We should keep this quiet.
Nothing to bother yourself about. I'm just curious.
You wouldn't, by the sheerest of coincidences, be on the trail of a couple of heretics, Your Excellency. The same a couple of the ambassadors of Teleme's men have been looking for nigh on 2 days.
And so you know about that?
Of course.
Oh.
The Cardinal's henchmen are hard to miss, even in a crowd. And they were making quite a fuss, hoping we would cave in and help them in their hunt. Feel free to carry out your own investigation, but you'll end up with the same answers. The port brigs, just like the warehouses, are property of the Nords. No one else may enter.
Insist on helpful merchandise. No. We're gonna go interrogate the smuggler.
We need to have a word with that people smuggler the sailor mentioned.
He's a captain, Kurt, like yourself. And in order to interrogate the smuggler, we'll need to find a way into his jail.
Wait. No, he said we could carry out our own investigation. That is what he said. He did say that. And I would need to go... No, don't look suspicious like that.
If you wore a Nort uniform and you were able to keep your mark hidden from them, they might let us in, unless we just offered them a drink. These sailors rarely refuse one.
I see where this is headed. If we put a little soporific in their glasses, the way will be clear. I'll just need to find the proper ingredients, but it's doable.
No, I wanted to ask them about...
Cannot pass. Only the Nords have access to the prison.
It's there. Captain. We'll see if he'll give us. This one might just be a oh well, there's heretics. Oh no.
So, are you ready? Can we weigh out? We should be able to set sail with the tide, as agreed upon.
Assist on help for the merchandise.
Be back soon, Captain.
Okay. So we've got to decide. Do we care about the heretics enough to interrogate the smuggler? I don't really. I don't feel like dealing with smugglers. It's time to go. I'm sorry, Ambassador. Sorry. Prepare a drink laced with sleeping pills. No. Nope. Sorry, Ambassador. Your heretics are getting away.
So, are you ready?
It's time to set sail. We've run out of time. Oh dear. Permission to come aboard, Captain.
Permission to board the ship. We are ready.
Certainly. But keep in mind that we'll be at sea for several months. If you have any farewells to make or any final business to put into order, now is the time.
Nope, we are good. It is time to go.
No, my house is in order. We are ready to embark.
Perfect. Follow me.
I am so eager to discover Tir Fridee. My new city!
You'll need to arm yourself with patience. The voyage will be long. I've been told the trip lasts months.
And they say the place is full of gigantic creatures. As big as buildings.
That's right. I heard that the Nauts even brought one back in one of their ships.
I doubt that. The Nauts are strange, but they're not idiots.
Well, they seem to be honorable people for the most part. Now, where do I go to get on this boat? He's gonna go down here, but there's no plank or anything. Oh, it might be near the front. I just can't see it. That is a beautiful...
Those conniving, piss-distilling, bridge-building liars. The creature was supposed to be out for days. They'll pay for this.
What the hell manner of cargo are you transporting?
Help! We need ropes! We must contain it!
Come now, let's lend them a hand.
Oh, hello. What is that? Captain?
Take a step back, sir.
Oh, and that's the mainsail. Oh.
Captain! Keep my cousin safe!
Oh, don't tell me I'm on my own. Oh, this is bad. Oh! Keep my distance. Woo! Oh. Push. Nope. Okay. So I'm gonna have to learn how to fight enemies much larger than myself.
So eager to discover Tir Fridee. My isle. My new city.
You'll need to arm yourself with patience. The voyage will be long. I've been told the trip lasts months.
And they say the place is full of gigantic creatures.
Come.
Woo! Okay. Okay, he's not terribly fast. Break his armor. Okay, his armor's down. Just the sword. Oh! That hurt. That did not stun him at all. Oh, that hurt. Okay, back up, back up. Potion. Oh, keep distance. Shoot him. Whoa! Take another shot at him. He's really not fast. He looks really too. Do we need to? You see, this feels more like putting him out of his misery.
How do you fare?
Fine, fine. It is dead.
Are you wounded?
I'm well. Your lessons have proven effective.
I've never seen a beast this size. It's quite extraordinary. Cousin, what a fight. You were illustrious.
I'm not of the same mind. I had the feeling it was already weakened. I did nothing more than finish it off.
Your humility
Agreed.
remains constant. But believe me, that battle was absolutely epic.
No, it was quite weak. It was really quite weakened. I imagine if it had been strong and healthy. Well, I think if it had been strong and healthy, it might not have been a threat. Once it was subdued, it didn't seem like it was going to take a final strike at me. This leaves a bad taste in my mouth. Really does. Captain? A word, if you don't mind. Where is he? He is over here. So this is his ship.
Gentlemen.
Don't mind him, he's just easily excited.
Your cousin's enthusiasm is most impressive.
It's tiring.
A awaited chance to prove his worth. He has a demanding father.
More likely he's just happy to be free of this hornet's nest.
I definitely know I am. That's certain.
Gotta love a new adventure.
Stations, lads! Weigh anchor and ready her to wear. Lively now, lively! Catch me a wind!
Anchors up. Didn't look like we were going anywhere. Oh, apparently we made it there. Oh, we're in a fleet. It's not just one ship. Great blue seas. Oh? That's a lot of birds running from something. Is that normal? This is getting weirder and weirder.
What a charming welcoming.
That's one way to put it.
Constantine of House Orsay, your new governor. I have no idea what sort of ceremony you've prepared for my arrival, but I would gladly skip it, so... indeed, these are the peculiar customs. I see, it seems you are quite intent on serving me a drink. Hello?
The... plague...
Gentlemen? Would it be those annoying beeps?
I am truly sorry these doctors should have shown a greater measure of courtesy. Thank you, dear doctors. Move along. Don't trouble the Nords. Pay no attention to them. Instead, just drink. The long voyages at sea require the appropriate treatment as soon as we land. According to our scientists, without fortifiers, you might catch your death, and that will be quite regrettable.
I should have chosen death. This concoction is liquid torture.
I would think that they would have warned you on the ship.
Not in the slightest. And you must be Lady Morange, my predecessor.
You are correct.
There you are! To your... Aha! You got your dose of bile too. Allow me to present to you Lady Morange, and to you, my dear lady, my most trusted cousin. Where is the captain?
He seems to be preoccupied with some sort of admiral.
Indeed. Then I will have to thank him later for this most marvelous voyage. Excellency, lead me to the palace, I beg you. And, whenever possible, go by way of all the intriguing alleyways. I am dying with impatience to discover this new city. My city!
Your Excellence! We must wait for our escort!
No need. Have no fear, for I am here to defend the lady.
I've been scullied.
What?
How so?
My admiral laid me off.
My cousin was nonetheless delighted with your services. I hope there was no misunderstanding.
None, I'm sure of it. She just ordered me to give you any assistance you might need.
This request doesn't seem to please you.
Don't take offense, but it's not pleasant for a captain to abandon his ship. In any case, here
I can understand that.
For a while.
Well, I appreciate having you. You're... Vasco is a duelist whose ordinary agility compensates for his lack of protections. He also knows how to handle guns with great ease. I encourage as a melee combat master. Okay. Well, I appreciate the assistance. But we have made it. Let's see. I probably look the part a little better, shouldn't I? Let's see. We also picked up some rapiers, old blunt foils, a rapier, which I would assume has... Oh, I can't use it because I don't have enough points in agility. Thankfully, I believe I have some points to spend. So... I think... Agility is the attribute required to wield the best one-handed, two-handed sword. Yes. So we will take a point in agility. As for talents, I don't have a point to spend there. Do have 3 skill points to spend. So if I take... Can I zoom in? Yes. So one-handed blades goes up to there, and then I can get to long blades, which allows me to use bigger swords. So yes, we're gonna go that way. Let's take sharp steel there. And I also think I want to... I think I would like a little bit of magic. Just a bit. Divine magic rings allows use of divine magic rings. So that would be the primary combat. This is completely immobilizing the enemy for the duration of the effect. Receiving damage will cancel the effect. Useful to temporarily neutralize a strong opponent and give you time to eliminate the others. Requires 2 points. So I can use stasis then, which would then give me, if I can get up to here, then I can unlock healing. So I can use healing magic. Those are probably a good thing to do, so let's take that. We'll favorite that. And I think that's all my points for now. So let's... can I adjust my combat stuff now? Oh. I have to draw my weapons first. Let's throw stasis on my favorites. Because that might come in handy. And let's see. It does look like I also have some gloves. Old serine gloves would give me some poison resistance and more armor, so I think we're going to go with that. As for the legs, I have old serine boots, which are just generally better. And used felt or a fashionable hat. They look exactly the same. So we'll take the one that gives me a bonus. For my melee weapon, I can now use any of them. That's too small. An old rusty rapier might be beneficial. Because right now I'm using a six, which is quite small. I prefer something with more reach. So we'll go with the rapier. I've just got the one pistol, which is fine. I want to have as many options available to me. Okay. There we go. Now I look a bit better. Now, for the quests. That one didn't get failed. Okay. Yeah, hide that quest. I'm not interested in that one. I need to go find Constantine at the palace, which is this way. Well, at least the sky isn't like completely darkened and gloomy. Actually, it looks nicer here. I would imagine the main road leads to the palace. You would think.
I've been delivered a message. The commander succeeded in spite of my failures to deliver our merchandise here. He wants me to go and find the local quartermaster and that I follow his instructions. I think he's got a grudge against me.
Did they manage to load their cargo onto my ship? If the Admiral learns about this, I'm liable to be given permanent shore leave. Fantastic.
If they did it, they didn't get my help doing it. Alright. So we're supposed to go see the quartermaster here, which is this way. I haven't filled in the map yet. Ooh, shiny box. That sounded familiar. Another shiny box. Okay, so the road goes up this way. Ooh.
Come closer, good people. Liqueur and wine from the continent. Tier for the alcohol.
And yeah, we need to go through here and around. We'll meet Constantine at the palace later. He's probably happily getting a tour. Hopefully his predecessor can keep him under control. Let's see. Coin Tavern, per quarter. Ah, so these are the barracks. Okay. The door to which should be there. You the quartermaster? No. You are.
Well, I'll be damned, it's Captain Kurt.
Manfred! Still a quartermaster?
Always, as you can see. What can I do for you?
Yeah, about the goods that were shipped.
To find you regarding the merchandise that Kurt was taking care of.
Ah, the commander's cargo, yes. I was told that had come in. And so he's got you working on this. Lucky Kurt. It helps to have friends in high places.
Is everything in order?
Alas, no. Our merchandise has been unloaded into one of those dock storehouses. They're well guarded. A little less at night, but in spite of that, we weren't able to get them back.
Since these crates are registered in the ship's manifest, make an official request.
The modification of the manifest might have fooled a quartermaster, but it won't fool the Port Authority. We'd have too many details to explain to them, and our commander would not like that.
What? Is he waiting for us to bring them to him then?
No, of course not. But Kurt needs to find the right storehouse, as well as a discreet
I
way
want
to
to
get
talk
in.
to this
He
commander.
must also mark the crate that belong to us.
Why is that? They're already marked with an inscription.
Most of the men are illiterate. A mark will stick out for them to find, but they need to be quick about it. They won't have the time to decipher a name.
I see. Well, let's see what we're able to do.
Is there anything else?
Oh, for crying out loud.
No, thank you.
Kurt, come with me.
My ship's being used to move your contraband, and now you want to sneak into one of our warehouses.
No!
Kurt was given the order. If we want to help him, we don't have a choice.
I don't like this. But, since I've been sacked, let's just say that this will be a little bit of revenge.
How are we to know in which way we'll find this damn cargo?
I'm afraid we're going to have to take a look at all of them.
That won't be necessary. My entire cargo has been placed in the warehouse closest to my ship. And if you wouldn't mind wearing some Nort clothing, we'll be less suspicious. I would like to avoid fighting with my own. The Norts are my family.
Alright, he's got a point. Okay. I want to talk to this commander. Kurt.
Greenblood, do you need something?
No. But I'd really like to talk with this commander. But I think that... let's see, what time is it? We've got a little bit of time left. Let's go. Let's go meet Constantine at the palace. So, back down the street. Once he's settled in as governor, then we'll start working on dealing with the commander's request. I still don't like it. It bothers me to no end. I thought you were guards. You know what? Telem, Bridge Alliance, Coin Guard. What is the Coin Guard? Places, creatures, plants, guide, notes. Those are notes I've collected. So I have no idea. I thought you were like the city guard. Well, I'm going to assume that's the palace.
Atoy, sien sradi dao quint. Da me in.
Attention, soldier.
Let me pass. I must see the chief of your village. Whatever could be so funny?
Now, who would you be to seek an audience with the governor?
I am Siora, daughter of Vladimir. My mother is Amal, the chief of our clan. I am here as an emissary of my people, and I must see your chief, governor.
So you are a princess?
A what?
Let her pass! Your Majesty, I shall present you to the governor. Come.
Princess, Majesty, you are most confusing. But thank you for your help.
Oh, I have to drop someone. I'm gonna drop Kurt for now. Vasco, if you mind, I could use his knowledge of the world. I'm guessing I'm guessing we follow the important-looking path through the palace. It's a nice place. A bit too ornate for my liking.
There you are, dear cousin. What is this? Who is this amazing person in your company?
I am Siora, daughter of Bladnid, Meb. My mother is the Mal, the chief of our clan.
I am honored to make your acquaintance, Siora. This is incredible. You look so much alike you could be related. If you would allow me, Princess, I would like to confer a mission to my cousin. You need to visit the governors of the bridge and Teleme to give them my formal regards, that sort of thing, but also to discover what I managed to learn. They've been here much longer than we have. Perhaps they've made some inroads to finding a cure for the Malachor.
Forgive me, Mal, but I have a request for you. My people needs your help.
I thought we might discuss matters together at leisure, but please, speak your piece.
The Alliance, the Bridge Alliance and my people are at war. My mother has sent me to you and allies. I fear that without your help, our clan will suffer great horrors. We have already lost so many souls.
This seems a sensible request. You know, though, we cannot go to war with our neighbors.
Perhaps there's a way to negotiate a ceasefire. The time to see things more clearly.
Excellent idea. I would be completely lost without you. Go and parley with, the Queen, dear cousin. Try and put an end to confrontations for the time being.
I will come with you. It will take more than one person to convince my mother to lay down our weapons.
Perfect. Take Kurt along with you and anyone you feel useful. I've been told that the roads are not safe. Safe travels, dear cousin. And watch out for yourself. I wouldn't want anything bad to happen to you.
We have been dumped right in the thick of things, haven't we? Alright. Let's take a look. Siora. Oh, she has a talent for magic. Can use light blade, so she's a... Okay. She's a mage. I like Vasco, but I'm not sure... Okay. Got some stuff in my bag. A feather. And I probably picked up something there. Okay, journal. I still can't believe they still smuggled the items on the ship when we refused to do it. We've got to talk to the governor of the Teleme and the Bridge Alliance. But the Bridge Alliance is in direct conflict with her clan, and we've been asked to... Okay. How do we want to go about this? We could go... We already know the Teleme and the Bridge Alliance. Honestly, I'm not terribly fond of either of them. But we know nothing of this clan. And I get the feeling they're the natives of this island. Yes, let's go. Let's go see. Let's go to the village. Kurt. I'd like Kurt to come with me. The best balanced team would be to have Vasco come with me, but I need Kurt as a representative of our side. No, I'm the representative of our side. I'm still not sure how. That's it. I wish it would tell me more about who these factions are. I like Vasco. He seems like a good guy. But I don't... No, I'm gonna keep Kurt with me. And we're gonna go... Well... Yeah, we're gonna go see her village.